Up that gut. Mayweather's been stunned. He's jumping all over. Big shot. And he is down. Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of middleweight action. Boy, and we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated here tonight. Let's see.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Scheduled to go the full 10 if we get that far. Round one underway. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by money. The man's so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. Able to cover up that gut. Mayweather's been stunned. He's jumping all over. Big shot. And he is down. He is down for the first time tonight.
2, 3.
Mayweather's up from the knockdown, but what we really want to look for is how he reacts in the coming moments of this fight. Comes right back at him with a left hand. The man's landed a good, solid combination. Good block by Money. Nice strike after catching one by the man. Not precise at all by Money. Teddy, I don't think there's any doubt about it in the matchup that we're seeing here tonight. It's clear who has the superior hand speed. What does the other guy need to do?
He needs to let the faster guy shadow box. Step out of range where he can't use his speed.
The man's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. The man's combination punching is working well here. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. Money still shaking after feeling that uppercut. The man's got a way of just getting away from that punch. So he scores a knockdown in the last round. Now he gets to settle down and gather himself a bit. Or do you still have to employ a certain amount of caution?
It's kind of like being at the carnival. You know, you just hit the bullseye and you got that big stuffed animal you can give to your wife or your girlfriend. But now he doesn't want you to go away with that.
Oh, no.
No. He tells you, wait a minute, try again. You could trade that in for something either bigger, but you might lose the one you have already. That's the question.
Mayweather's trying to get back to where he was here in this round. He was knocked down in the last round. Now, Teddy, when you're the opponent and you knock the guy down, those opening few moments of the next round, do you try to size up and kind of take into account where your opponent is? Do you look into his eyes and assess the situation?
Well, I don't know if you get close enough to look right into his eyes as the opponent, but first of all, in the corner, you better not send your fighter out if his eyes don't look clear. That's your responsibility, looking out for the fighter. But as the opponent out there, you look at his legs. If his legs look a little wobbly, you get right on him.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Money. The man's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Committing to the combo now, both lands. Tried the hook, didn't get it. A little head hunting with the right. Scored well up top. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Nice work on the combination. Right hand and then the left hook to the body. count down the final moments of this round. The man's got to feel good about himself after that last round. He really damaged his opponent.
Like that, just like that.
And round number 3 is underway. Body shot, the left hand. The man's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Sizzling hand speed we saw moments ago. Heck of a combination, but pretty easy to get it off when you're that fast.
Yeah, it is. And what it causes too is, besides us saying, ooh, that we see those quick hands and the judges, marking it down, also it makes the opponent keep his hands in his pocket. He's afraid to move his hands because the other guy's so much faster.
Not able to land the headshot. The man's showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Halfway through this round here. The man's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Money's putting forth a great combination there. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Good smooth work by Money. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. He just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
A well-placed left hand up top. Good flush shot by Money. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. 1-2 jabs up top. And the round comes to an end. Round number 4 underway. Mayweather's been throwing a lot of punches, but Teddy, they've been completely ineffective. He's down on your scorecard, hasn't won a round yet.
Well, this is a case where throwing punches is detrimental because he's throwing them from too far away, leaving himself wide open and getting caught.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
The left hand coming into play by Money. And now he's targeting upstairs. The man's doing well here with that 2-punch combination. Money swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Halfway through round number 4. The man's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. How about a return to sender with the left hand?
Keep that head moving.
The man's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. The man's given us a good showcase of defense here tonight, especially up top. His head movement is just sublime.
And his opponent's cooperating with him a little bit because he's getting frustrated. He's looking for that big shot, and he's continuing to miss. He's making no adjustments. A guy's moving his head. You know what you want to do a little bit?
What's that?
Well, you want to feint him. When he moves to either side, then you time him with a punch. Don't just go out there flailing away.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. The man's so dangerous with that accuracy, a 2-punch combination landing. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by the man. Well-targeted left hand by Money. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. He scores with the jab there.
You know, Joe, a lot of times you think about a jab being used by an outside guy, but to get inside, you need a cover. And there, right there, was the cover.
Halfway into round number 5 here. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Left to the body. Money's now feeling the effects, Teddy, of having his opponent punch right through that guard.
Well, he should feel the effects. I mean, look, Joe, it's kind of like standing out in a rainstorm with an umbrella and all of a sudden the wind's coming and the rain's coming from the side and you're standing there under the umbrella and say, why am I getting wet? Well, you're standing there covering up. The punches are coming from the side. They're coming from all angles. You're going to get wet.
You're not always protected. For you now, he says, right back with the left hand. What a difference from corner to corner as he sits on his stool. He knows that he is in complete control of this fight.
Well, it's been like that all night long. Anything he throws finds a target.
So we've reached the halfway point of this main event. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. The man's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Upset. That straight right unable to connect.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Sending out the power shot. It was the straight left hand. The man's doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jab. Teddy, I know you swear by it, and we're seeing it right in front of us. Good fighter, likes to fight on the outside, who's having a stellar night with that jab.
Hey, look, if you're going to be an accountant, you better know math. You better know how to add. You're going to be a good fighter, as far as I'm concerned. You better have a good jab.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. He scored well after being hit himself. The man's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Money's punch didn't come close. The man's combination punching is working well here. Mayweather's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success.
Move your head.
The man's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best.
Focus.
And round 6 comes to an end. Tell me anything different than he's winning the fight.
Yeah, except at the end of the fight, sometimes these judges, they do tell you things differently. Hopefully that's not the case.
Well, he's up way on the punch stats. I know he's ahead on your scorecard, and you can just tell everything that's happening in the ring, he's in control. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
Keep pushing.
The man's got to be really careful there, Teddy. I mean, he's leaving himself wide open.
And what's going to happen next? See, you know, he's leaving himself open. He hasn't paid for anything yet, but that will be coming before you know it.
Fires off the hook. Look at that. The man's showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? The man's doing well here with that two-punch combination. That was a miss by Money. Halfway through the 7th round.
Just keep moving.
Money's right hand scores well that time. Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Or he scores well with the double jab. On the mark with the hook after blocking that shot. Nice block by Money. The man's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
3 minutes gone by in this round.
Why'd you take those shots? You're listening.
Money's down on Teddy's scorecard as we start round number 8. Worse than that, though, and this is almost a crime. Has he even tried? He's got tons of energy left. Has he even asked himself if he can get in a better position?
No, somebody needs to remind him that this is not horseshoes. You know, you don't get points for getting close to that peg. You got to get to the peg.
Left hook, right hand, well done, especially to the body.
Nice. Nice.
Come on, side to side.
Money's movement is really helping him out, avoiding that punch.
Move your feet.
The man's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Unable to make an impact there by Money.
Right, left, right.
Mayweather's killing me watching him here. I mean, he doesn't need a 20-by-20 ring. They could fight this thing in like a phone booth here.
No, he looks like one of those cars you see on the side of the road where they removed all the tires, all the wheels. He's not going anywhere.
The man's so dangerous with that accuracy and two-punch combination landing. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
Come on, kid, focus.
Mayweather's not in this fight in my eyes. I mean, I don't see any scorecard where you can have this being close. He's down.
No, on my scorecard, he's down too. And you're going to only change it one way. He's got to get busy.
The 9th round of this good fight. The man's got that look to him like he's ready to fire off, and that time between rounds served him well. What a thudding shot he just landed.
Well, he left the left hand out there a little lazy, and he crashed it over.
Mayweather's still being highly competitive, even though you would have to think, if you're judging this fight at all, that he's way behind. Does that give him hope that still there's a chance that he can score the knockout and get this win?
Yeah, because his attitude is still there. He hasn't given up on himself. And as long as you haven't given up on yourself, you always have a chance where one punch can separate that guy from his consciousness.
He missed with that headshot. Up top with the right hand.
Use the jab.
course, he missed with the headshot. Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. No, he missed that right. And now another left. Fires right back at him. Money's well off the mark that time. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecard.
Eating contest where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
The man's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Nice work, great technique. The combo lands. The man's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Little head hunting with the left. Good flush shot upstairs. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Mayweather's hit by a counter punch there. Got that quick trigger, that little double jab there. Boom, boom. Very accurate work with the hook there after fine defense. The man's making this so that it's becoming a very frustrating night for his opponent. I mean, when your defense is that sharp, it can just drive your opponent crazy.
Yeah, it can. First of all, it can start to break down. You know, we always look at the physical things in life and anything. You know, you're pounding a guy and you're going to break the guy down. Hey, you're just smart, you're slick like this guy, and you're making a guy miss. You start to break him down. He's breaking the guy down that way.
Taken away if you don't see this one the obvious way, Teddy.
If one of these judges dare go another direction with this, I want their picture up on a post office board.
A most wanted poster.
Yes, sir.
Well, right now what we want is to hear those obvious scorecards, so let's send it up to the ring. A unanimous decision. Teddy, your scorecard falls in line, and everybody here in the arena knows exactly what happened tonight.
Yeah, this was an easy one. I mean, I think that you would have had a big problem with the crowd, not to mention me, your broadcaster right here, if these judges gave it any other way.
Thanks for being with us.
They didn't believe in us. God did.